Please welcome the amazing Lathizile Obonyo.
So my father used to say to me very often, if you think success is hard, try failure. He said it so often, I thought, platitudes. So, has anyone in the room ever been in a situation where they feel they've done everything right? Nothing can possibly go wrong. Has anyone ever been in that situation? No? Not at all? So I was in my second year of university, and I was co-president of a student organization that ran various projects within the community. And I had a team of 200 students that I'd grown from 5. I had a board of directors that I'd recruited from companies in the city from nothing to 12. And our business advisor from HSBC had invited us to his offices at Canary Wharf on the 12th floor really, really early in the morning to practice our presentation, which we were going to give before, an hour later, at the regional presentation. So we were very, very excited. And how it works is it's a room similar to this, except there would be glass on that side, with a projector similar to this. And I had thought of every single detail to make sure that we won every single award. Our team had every single race under the sun. There were 6 presenters, 3 men, 3 women. I'd made sure that I'd written an email as to how we were supposed to be dressed to make sure we were corporate and professional, and we had the right colors, and everything was done. Everyone in my team had been in the team the year before, so they knew the mess up and fuck up we'd done the year before. So this year, I was gonna nail it. It's gonna happen. There was a new girl in our team who was in first year, the only first year we had. And she was on the other side of the stage with my co-president, who was from Malaysia, Malaysian Chinese. And all of us girls were wearing blue skirts, a white button-down shirt, and a little neckerchief. And I thought I'd been very clear about what the length of the skirt, and I looked her up and down. The boots were a bit crazy, but I thought, okay, it's fine. I'll talk to her about her afterwards. So just before the presentation started, they said, you know, scarves off, and she had this massive scarf on. So she ran to put the scarf down. And I'd never in my life seen boobs like that before. And I tried to think, just don't say anything, just poker face. And then I saw my co-president turn over and be like, open his eyes wider than I'd ever seen them open before in my life. And I thought, just keep it together. We've practiced everything. It's fine. I'm sure the judges will not notice. So each individual did their part of the presentation. And about 20 minutes in, I saw 2 of the judges, one look at her directly and write down on a piece of paper within eyeshot, I've never seen boobs like that before in my life. So we were representing not only our university, it was a very, very prestigious event because we were representing our business advisor as well. So we all left. Because she was the first year, she wasn't as close to us, so she left earlier. But there were 3 groups of people talking about her breasts all the way home. So why is this a fuck up? I had to beg on my knees and plead and say sorry to not only the president of the organization in the UK, but my business advisor, my university, and everyone else. And then I had to try and write an email to help and encourage her to understand that when I said a button shirt, there were buttons on her shirt, but the buttons ended there. So I needed to be more explicit, perhaps with visual aids, to make sure that it was accurate and it was understandable. So I wrote an email. None of my female colleagues could read the email or check it. So I was on the phone to one of my gay best friends saying, please read it. I don't want to be harsh. I'm a bit harsh in email. So what do you think? And I sent it to her. We got through to the next round, and it's us being hosted at a hotel in Canary Wharf for the Nationals. And we have to room with people. And I was praying I wasn't going to room with her. But I ended up rooming with her, and she was terrified of me. What are the learnings? The learnings are never, ever, ever take anything for granted. Be very, very clear when you're giving instructions to people. When you do fuck up, don't be scared to beg and plead and apologize and make it right. And number 3, if you think success is hard, try failure.
Lathi, thank you. I think the key thing for me from that was it doesn't matter how well prepared you are, there's always a curveball lurking in the wings somewhere. Feedback.
Okay, so good. I felt that you were a bit held back in your energy and your presentation. Having seen you tell stories before, you're much more animated, you're bigger, your energy. I felt you were a bit in your throat and a bit in your
I'd
chest.
never done that publicly. That was completely off the cuff.
Okay, good. So I think for us to get the most of you as a presenter, as a speaker, I think you really need to be willing to let yourself go regardless and let that jestery, let that fun side of it, because it's a funny story. But it kind of came across a bit too serious for what it was. I'll say that. And then again, the loop round, I felt could be, you could have illustrated, first of all, when she was like, and I didn't want to room with her, and she roomed with me, and she's terrified of me. Anyway, Lathizile, and I was like, didn't really take us anywhere.
Okay.
See? So when you're taking us with you on a journey, you've got to lead us somewhere quite specific. So I don't think that was needed for the story. You know, you could have used that to emphasize the points a lot more and get us to take those learnings a lot more with you. Yeah? Good job. Good job.
So I say, wait. Otherwise, I think it's too much clapping for my liking. I know that that was the first time you said this out loud. Because what we always do before, the speakers get on stage, they are meant to send their practice video, so we can give them a first initial round of feedback, because it really improves your performance. For that was the very first time. It was awesome. And you're a really good example for energy. Stage use, you're just you. That's what I really love. The only thing is, I didn't get it, like, what competition really was it? Maybe a little bit more an understanding of what actually was at stake, like, was it money you won, or I don't know, like, I wanted a bit more substance. But otherwise, for energy and, like, really, like, making, did you like her? Like, as a speaker, like, making the audience like you, you win.
Okay.